Not many people have booked either the first or last flights in or out of their destinations. This was never a problem until government had imposed the new curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now, to make matters worse, airlines had no time to prepare. That they were informed of the changes literally as the president was speaking. Airlines have now had to amend their schedules at great cost, and the changes have left many confused and frustrated. ENC's Heidi Jockers finds out more.
Cabin crew and passengers had no time to prepare for the curfew curveball. With many flights operating at 6 a.m. or 9 p.m, airlines have had to scramble for a plan B. They were told in the 11th hour about the new curfew under the adjusted level 3 of the lockdown.
We had to start at midnight sending out communications to all our staff, all our passengers, about 1,000 passengers, from about midnight onwards to about 3 in the morning, informing them that we would not be allowed to operate at 6. So operationally, it led to a lot of problems, a lot of unhappy passengers, not just for us, for the whole industry. So I think the short notice was a problem. We weren't alerted to the possibility of it at all. So it just hit us like a sledgehammer.
Operating over fewer hours also means less revenue for an already struggling industry.
We've had to reduce what we were doing, which was already somewhat constrained by virtue of the existing curfews. We've had to reduce that by about 30%, which means that there's 30% less seats in the market and 30% less opportunity to generate revenue from the seats.
Airlines have also raised concerns about many airlines and passengers rushing to get to a flight now with the curfew in place.
They've just removed 3 or 4 hours from the airline operating schedule. And it's not really helped from a safety and risk point of view, because now suddenly the whole market at the airports has to operate in a much shorter period. So that just leads to more congestion, more people at the airports. While if they'd left it as it was, from 6 to 9 o'clock, obviously it spreads out the flights. There's smaller queues at the airports, less congestion.
The new curfew does not apply to international flights, which tends to operate at odd times because of different time zones. Airports Company South Africa says it's too soon for them to comment. They will wait for the cumulative numbers before speaking about the impact of the new curfew on air travel. Heidi Jockers, Johannesburg.